Wow, there are a lot of you now. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for all the love on my first video. Y'all are actually insane. In that video, I said the next video would be Genshin redesigns, and that video is coming, I promise, but it's taking me a lot longer than I thought it would, so I'm gonna do smaller videos in the meantime, and hopefully the Genshin video will come out soon. Gives you motivation to stick around, huh? You saw the thumbnail, you read the title, today we're designing sanrio gajinkas. Let's get started. If you're not sure what a gajinka is, gajinka, also known as moe anthropomorphism, means humanoid, personification, or anthropomorphic in Japanese. Most of the sanrio characters, with the exception of a few, are portrayed as animals that walk on 2 feet, so they're already pretty anthropomorphic, but they're also pretty simple. Plenty of different artists have done really awesome takes on what the sanrio characters would look like as humans, but I wanted to do one myself because this is my channel and I can do whatever I want. We're starting with My Melody because she's pink and she's precious. I didn't know much about her personality other than that she was generally kind and sweet and maybe a little shy. So I went on the Sanrio wiki, but all that told me was that her favorite food was almond pound cake, so that didn't give me a lot to work with. I figured that the Sanrio website might have a little bit more information, but that told me the exact same thing, so we're winging it today. I wanted her to look sweet and a little bit bashful, so I gave her big round eyes and I gave her the pose her sprite is in with her hands clasped together. I didn't know what to do for her hair. I just knew that I didn't want to give the characters hoods that they normally wear in humanized designs because, you know, even though that's cute, I wanted them to have like normal clothes that they'd wear if they were in like a normal animated show about humans rather than animals. I wanted to find a way to allude to the bunny ears without doing actual bunny ears, so I tied her hair in a bow like Kokomi from Genshin Impact, with the bow kind of maybe looking like a vague hint of My Melody's ears. I wasn't exactly sure what to give her as far as outfits, so I went on Pinterest and I found some that I liked, and eventually I gave her this ruffly shirt under some overalls. I thought that would be something she could wear if she was baking like it says she likes to do on the Sanrio wiki, which was the only other piece of information it gave me other than the fact that she likes almond pound cake. Because the Sanrio wiki didn't give me a lot to work with, I had free reign when it came to like her personality and things, just because human characters generally tend to be more fleshed out than animal characters, and also because Sanrio is pretty much geared towards kids, so I could do whatever I wanted with her personality. Well, not whatever I want. She obviously already has personality traits like being sweet and kind and seeing the best in people, things like that, but she doesn't have much specifically to go off of other than almond pound cake. So, my version of My Melody really likes nature, she likes going outside, she likes gardening. I think that is canon, the gardening. She likes to bake, she likes to make almond pound cake. I'm gonna shut up about the almond pound cake now. Everything she owns comes in like pink or yellow or bright colors that she knows will make other people happy when they look at it. I got a lot of really good criticism on my last video, and one specific comment, if I can find it I'll put it on the screen, said they'd like to hear more about the thought process that went behind the characters, so I'm trying to explain more about like what went into the character designs, what personality traits I think the characters would have, and I'll try to do that more in the future. Getting into the coloring here, I knew that I wanted her to have a lot of pink on her. I knew her outfit would probably be pink, but I didn't know if I should make her hair pink, but I did end up making her hair pink just because I did put the bunny ear motif in there a little bit. So I gave her the white flower that she has in her original design, and I also gave her some little yellow earrings just to add a little bit more of the yellow in there. I didn't know what color to make her eyes. Originally I was going to make them yellow, but I actually decided to go with like this turquoise blue color just because I thought it would pop a lot more. I'm not at all going for realism here, if you can't tell. I also painted her nails pink. I also considered doing yellow, but I figured the pink would fit a little bit more. I also decided to give them each alternate outfits, so this one has her in a little tank top with a little cardigan. I thought it was cute. Overall, My Melody, even though her aesthetic is nowhere similar to mine, she ended up being really easy. As far as my other character designs go, she turned out a little bit simple, but I do think that fits in with her character. I think she'd wear one-tone outfits, not too flashy, just something simple and cute, you know? I think it fits really well with her. Speaking of my other character designs, hopefully I'll have somewhere that you all can look at them if you'd like to, like Instagram or something like that. I don't have anything like that right now, but I want to get one set up soon. So be on the lookout for that. I'll probably post it in the description of my videos or something like that. It might take me a second. Not very technologically proficient, so just be patient with me, okay? Once again, thank you guys so much for all the support on my last video. Y'all left me so many nice comments, and they really made my week. They made my entire life. It was amazing. It was wonderful. Thank you guys so much. Anyways, here's my Melody. I think she turned out really cute, and I'm really happy with her. I'm not exaggerating in the slightest when I say that Kuromi was so difficult that she's the reason that there are only 2 designs in this video instead of 3. The third design was supposed to be Cinema Roll, and I actually finished him, but I didn't like how he turned out, so I'm probably gonna redo him in a future video. You'll see me struggle for several minutes with Kuromi's pose before eventually settling on one I liked. It was really difficult to find one that I thought suit her but would also show off her outfit well. I played around with different hand signs, things like that, but nothing really fit her energy, or I just couldn't get it to look right, so that was making me really frustrated, so I eventually just decided to start the sketch all over again. Eventually I went with this kind of simple pose. She's just slouching, not much else to say. I thought it would be kind of interesting to make her more laid back instead of like really rowdy, I guess is the word I could use. Kuromi is my personal favorite sanrio character, so I wanted to make sure that I did her justice, but also make her unique from the other humanized Kuromi designs that I've seen. When I went to the Sanrio wiki to look up and research on Kuromi, it said she was very tomboyish, but she secretly really likes girly things. So I decided to give her a little bit of makeup, give her some eyeshadow and maybe some mascara. I think she looks really pretty. For her hair, I knew I wanted it shorter and also kind of messy, like she hadn't brushed it in a little bit. So I gave her this kind of semi-wolf cut. I was going for a wolf cut. I just wasn't sure how to draw it, so this is what we ended up with, but I still think it turned out pretty cute. There was a lot of things that I think I could have done with her outfit, but I eventually decided to keep it simple like my Melodies, and it's just a graphic t-shirt over a long sleeve sweater. I struggled so much with the line art. You'll notice that in this video I actually did my full rendering style instead of the sketchy style that I did for the last video, and Kuromi kicked my butt. Her face was so hard to line. It took me, I think, an hour and a half just to line her face alone. When I had finally gotten her face where I wanted it, I could actually begin on the rest of her clothes. I made them pretty simple. I painted her nails. They're kind of long and they're painted black. You'll see when I color it. And for her hair, I made it kind of, I don't know, thick maybe? Like, if you tried to take a brush to it, it would just get stuck. I thought that was funny. I know her outfit is really simple, and I know a lot of you might not like that, but I really wanted to go with for the outfits at least, a more realistic, practical kind of outfits for them instead of like what would just be like a cosplay of a Sanrio character. I wanted them to look like the characters had actually been turned into humans, and this is what they would wear if they lived in a human world. Like, if Kuromi is going to hang out with her friends, this is something that she would wear, you know? For her hair, I kept it black, of course, but then I made the undersides like a lavender color. I think that she would dye her hair herself. And then I made the sweater the same kind of purple, and I put her little skull logo on her graphic t-shirt just to call back to the original design. I made the shirt and the jeans acid washed. I thought they looked a little bit more grungy. Finally, I gave her some relatively simple jewelry, just some earrings and a ring. made it easier on me. I didn't have to draw a bunch of little intricate details. For her alternate outfit, I wanted to do something a little bit more girly, so I went with this cutout t-shirt. I kept her hair the same, but I gave her a skirt, I gave her the spiked choker and the bracelet, and I also gave her a leather jacket. I thought that would be pretty cool, if a little bit cliche. Honestly, I did not expect Kuromi to be this hard, but she took me a really long time. But honestly, I'm pretty proud with how she came out. She wasn't exactly what I envisioned, and I think if you took the logo off of her graphic t-shirt, you wouldn't think Kuromi, maybe, but I think that's okay. I think that having them be a little bit more subtle in their nod to the character that they're supposed to be based off of, I think it's a little bit more interesting and a more unique take on humanized sanrio designs. But I think the variety and all the different ways that people interpret these characters, I think that's really cool, and I think that it's really important to keep your own sort of spin on your characters whenever you're doing things like this. Sorry, I went off my script a little bit there. Anyways, the finishing touches on Kuromi were just drawing Kuromi herself down at the bottom. I gave her eyebrows because I thought it was weird that they didn't have eyebrows before. I originally was going to give her like blush or something like that, but I decided that was a little bit too complicated. I also noticed that I forgot her chains, so I added them in after the fact. Here's Kuromi. Like I said earlier, originally Cinnamoroll was supposed to be in this video, but I just didn't have time to redo his design and I wasn't satisfied with the first one. So maybe I could do a sequel video to this one, maybe include Kuromi or Hello Kitty or any other Sanrio character. Leave a comment telling me what characters you'd like to see me redesign next. I've been Inkiio, and I will see you very soon.